Okay, hello. Today I would like to talk about enlightenment. In Buddhism, Buddha is the title of enlightenment. Shakyamuni Buddha, the historical Buddha, has taught that there are several stages or levels of enlightenment. They are called as the 52 levels of enlightenment, and each stage has a specific name of its own. For example, 1300 years ago in China, there was a person named Tendai who was regarded as the founder of the Tendai school of Buddhism, and he sought enlightenment as a celibate throughout his life and attained enlightenment to the ninth stage from the bottom, which is called as Gobon Deshi'i. There was also a Zen priest named Nangaku, also from China, who achieved the 10th stage of enlightenment called the Rokkon Shojoi. There is no question that enlightenment is achieved in accordance with religious training from the bottom stage to the top stage. And the highest, the 52nd stage, is called the Buddha's enlightenment. Next, I would like to talk about the content of enlightenment. What is enlightenment all about? It's about the truth of the universe. Truth of the universe does not refer to mathematical truth like 1 plus 1 equals 2, or scientific truth like when we say that the molecules of oxygen and hydrogen, when they combine, they form water. It is a reference to the truth concerning the happiness of all people. Come to think about it, what are we living for? When we ask this question, people often reply, I want to be happy. I live for my family, for my job. I live to travel, to enjoy my hobbies, to bring peace to the world, etc. However, if you notice, even if these answers seem different on the surface, the underlying desire is to live a fulfilling life. In other words, people are saying that they live in order to find happiness. Therefore, can't we say that the purpose of life is to attain happiness? So the next question is, how can we become happy? What is the way to finding true happiness? Have you ever thought about it? In Buddhism, a person who knows the truth concerning the happiness of all people is said for that person to have attained enlightenment. If we compare attaining enlightenment to climbing a mountain, it is like as you climb higher on a mountain, say from the first station to the second station, the scenery you can view becomes wider to you. And once you finally make it to the top of the mountain, you can enjoy the panoramic view. Similarly, once a person attains the highest levels of enlightenment, which is the 52nd level, that person is said to have been enlightened about the truth of the universe in its entirety. Only by reaching this stage is one qualified to be called a Buddha. Because no one has reached enlightenment of a Buddha until Shakyamuni Buddha, it is said that no Buddhas have appeared on earth before Shakyamuni, and no Buddhas have appeared after Shakyamuni. So when we talk about Buddhism, it's a reference to the teachings of the Buddha, Shakyamuni Buddha. And because there are no Buddhas other than Shakyamuni Buddha on this earth, Buddhism means the teachings of Shakyamuni Buddha. Teachings of other people are not called as Buddhism. It may sound obvious to you, but actually this point is easily misunderstood. So please know that only the teachings of Shakyamuni Buddha are considered as Buddhism. So next I would like to talk about Shakyamuni Buddha attaining the highest level of enlightenment at the age of 35. What was his life like until he attained enlightenment? To know the answer is to know what the teachings of Buddha are. Let me explain. About 2,600 years ago, in what is now known as Nepal, King Suddhodana and Queen Mahamaya resided in the castle of Kapilavastu. Around the age of 40, Queen Mahamaya gave birth to a son named Siddhartha Gautama. He was born in a beautiful village called Lumbini into the Sakya clan. Okay, so I will move on to what sutras are. Have you ever heard the word sutra? S-U-T-R-A. All the teachings of Shakyamuni are recorded in what are known as sutras. There are more than 7,000 sutras. What is taught in all these 7,000 volumes of sutras? And what is the meaning of the truth concerning the happiness of all people? For now, I can say that Shakyamuni Buddha realized the way to solve the root cause of human suffering. In our life, there are agonies that we can never solve even with tremendous amount of money or the highest position in the country, the highest honor in the world. In Buddhism, these outer resources of happiness are called as relative happiness. Our suffering cannot be solved no matter how much relative happiness one collects. Therefore, Shakyamuni Buddha taught how to obtain absolute happiness, which is the true peace of mind and fulfillment that never fades away even when one is facing death. And this is the underlying concept permeating all the 7,000 sutras or teachings of Shakyamuni Buddha. I would like to talk about this in the next session.